Hello everyone, this is Yaakuro with another UE4 GNU Linux tutorial. This episode is again for those who are developing their UE4 projects mainly on Linux, or for those who are planning to do so. And today's episode can be seen as the second part of the custom actions tutorial I did already. This time, however, we will talk about the Nautilus file browser. So if you didn't watch that, I recommend you to watch it, else you might not understand the topic of this episode. Here you see a fresh installation of Ubuntu 19.04. I installed it on a virtual machine because first, I didn't want to install Nautilus on my local machine, and second, I used the virtual machine because I didn't want to install it on my hard drive. That would be just too much action to show you guys to add those custom actions to the Nautilus file browser. Okay, so the Fedora and Arch and all the other distros I think this program exists in your repository too. The application, not the application name, sorry. The package name might differ, so I'm sure you will figure that out. On Ubuntu, we install Nautilus actions. So after doing that, you can open this application. Before I continue, as I said, this is my virtual machine, so I don't have any installed Unreal Engine version, and that can be a problem. So I prepared those shared folders. We have to register a valid Unreal Engine version. So you don't have to do that. If you already compiled the Unreal Engine, so you run the setup script and the generate project files, so you're ready to go to use this file manager actions program. But let me do this. So it is installed in media SF Unreal Engine, and I'm going to use the Unreal version selector manually to register this Unreal Engine version on this virtual machine. Unreal version selector shipping, and then you pass this register flag. Register Unreal file tabs. For now, I don't want to. So usually you would say yes, but we don't need that. Okay, I think now we are ready. Let's create the custom action to build UE4 project files for your project. So here we give a name, create UE4 build files, for example, build files. Then you can give a tooltip here and then select the icon. So I'm not going to do that. You can play around with that. Then the command would be, okay, the path. So if you watch the first episode, you know that we have to use the Unreal version selector. Unreal version selector shipping. I think that should be correct. And the parameters to generate the project files was project files. And I think this, and then we have to pass this substitution for the file name. It's the same as in Thonar. This should be okay. Okay, execution. Yeah, here you can even display the outputs, which is actually good, but we are not going to play around with that. So it's up to you. Then the base name. Okay, I didn't register the MIME types, so I canceled it. So let's use the base names, which is U project, of course. So that's going to be the file pattern we going to use to activate this context menu. Let me list blah blah. Yeah, that should be okay, I think. And the rest is okay, I think. Let's try. So what is this? File manager. One of my actions have been modified the file system. Oh, okay. Now I don't know what this is. Or you may want to reload a fresh one. Do I have to say yes now? Let's try yes. Okay, let's try this. Right click. So we don't see any sub menu here, which is okay. Now here I have a UE4 project. Right click and oh, okay, good. File manager actions, create UE4 build files. So let's try this. Okay, yeah, why? Yeah, okay, let's say okay. Is it doing something? Oh yeah, okay, so it didn't update. Yeah, and here I have again my CodeLight workspace file. And in your case it will maybe create all of them, but yeah, so it seems to work. And I think I will stop here now because I'm not going to show all the Unreal Version Selector flags again. So I recommend you to watch the first episode, then you can just add all those custom actions here by yourself. But one thing I like to show is, so as you see, if you right click on this U project, there is a it gives you a submenu for your actions. If you want this action to be listed here, you can go, if I remember correct, to this icon or tool button, click on it, and in this Nautilus menu layout, so you can just uncheck this, that it shouldn't create a root file manager actions menu. And okay, there's nothing to save. And if we do this again, right click, you see this custom action now directly. Okay, I think that is it for this episode. So as I said in the previous video, you can see all the flags and how which flags we use for the Unreal Version Selector to do the other actions. Yeah, so if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave me a comment. Other than that, thanks for watching and hopefully seeing you in the next episode.